Hi, this is Shannah, and this is another pick a card reading. This one is a request by Tanha Matsavin, and it's called What Have They Realized About You? Okay, what have they realized about you? And to discover that, we have three piles. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So take your time to choose your pile, think of your person. You can pause the video if you like, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So what have they realized about you? So keep the stone here. And we're starting with the tarot cards. So first of all, we have the 10 of coins. We have the 7 of wands, the 2 of cups, and the Knight of Cups. Wow. Well, the first thing I see here, there may have been a conflict here, and it could be because of family. Could even be like a generation gap, and I'm getting this could be like an age gap here between you, for instance. And it could be, if this is like a love connection, it could be that something came between you, and it could have been that the family came between you, or a group of close friends that feel like family came between you. And I say came between you because we have the 7 of wands here. And it's like they had to fight this connection off. They had to, push it away. This is the feeling that I have. And push away their feelings as well. And their feelings are quite deep. We have the 2 of cups and the Knight of cups. So what they have realized that actually you are the one for them. You are their counterpart. You are the person they would like to be with. They want to be with. They're probably keeping it a bit hidden. And they're wishing also that they could be as mature as you are. They could live up to you. And they hope they will can, because they have their cup of love with this beautiful pearl to offer you. They really have something they would like to share with you. And they also feel like you have so much to give. You have, because you're not on this surface level. You're not just a very superficial person, with niceties and whatever. You're someone who goes really, really deep. You're someone who has so much to offer. And also this person has realized that you're very, very hardworking, and that you're also a family person, that you're very giving, you're very loving, you're very supporting. As you see here, this old lady is supporting here this person. It looks like a dog that is a person, right? And they can really imagine that to get old with you, to share their life with you, to have fun and be surrounded, be it by children, be it by grandchildren, or, friends, and to have a comfortable, beautiful life together. And this is what they've realized. They've realized how giving, how beautiful, how loving you are. And they somehow like pushed you back. They fought off this. They went against their own heart. And this is what they've realized, right? So I don't see here what they will do in the future, because the Knight, the King of Cups, is not very action-oriented as well. But this is what they've realized. This is what, the conclusions they come to. But let's see what the Oracle cards have to tell us. We have here birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Then we have trust an eagle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And then we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Now, this goes on several levels. First of all, it's like meeting you or being with you, it really set something emotion within them. They started seeing certain things, certain aspects of their lives completely differently, right? And it's like being reborn or really finding out, oh, this is how love can be. This is how love can feel like, right? And it's really, you started like a healing phase within their hearts. But then here with the trust and eagle and warrior woman. And here, have you answered your deepest calling? And you've just seen with these two cards that deep within, they do love you completely. They're really in love, but they don't follow through, you know, and this kind of hurts them. They have that feeling they should try, but they kind of fight it back. And the other thing is, for instance, they also realize that how strong you are. They realize that you're really a warrior. You're not a little girl. You're not scared of anyone. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 16 or you can be 75. It doesn't matter. You are fierce. You are strong. And they are probably afraid of you. They are, you know, afraid of your reaction, afraid of how you would answer if they come back to you, if they approach you, you know, because if they fought you off, you know, and if they went against their heart's desire, if they went against this connection, you know, they're probably afraid that you will cut them in half with your sword. Yeah, so there's a fear here that you won't respond well to their, you know, attempts of reconnecting this, this relationship of reconnecting with you. And, but they see you as someone incredibly strong. And some of you, and this is really, really specific now, some of you may have had stomach problems or digestive problems in the recent past, and they know about it. You probably don't know that they know, but they are aware of it, that you haven't been feeling well. If it's not digestive problems, it could be something else concerning your health, and you probably think they ignore it completely, that they are not aware of it, but they are. So this is a message for you too. But they know how strong you are. And they know that you don't let it shine to the outside world. You don't let it show. And so your problems or your weakness. So for the outside world, you're always this warrior. And you're someone that actually they've realized you're so positive and you're so full of life. And again, you have so much to give and you're so connected to source. You're such a deep person and so connected. They've realized this and they find it enchanting. But then we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And then we have love yourself first. Now, with pay attention to the red flags, there may be things, you know, like for instance, like we saw at the beginning, an age gap. Maybe they're afraid of this age gap. Maybe they're afraid because we also saw there would be influence of friends and family. They're also afraid of how friends and family would react to this connection. And so they decided to love themselves first, you know, just to focus on themselves and to not get involved at all. So this is the story I'm getting from here. But the other thing is like, I think they really have this feeling that you are way out of their league. You know, they put you on a pedestal completely. And they think as well, why should you, you know, give them the time of day at all? You know, even if already been together, it's like, why should you again? Why should you even look at them again after what they've done? So they're afraid of that. And they see you as being so strong and so independent and being like really focused on yourself, on your career and what is good for you. Now we have I just wanted a card, but you got two. And we get tell the truth and you are not afraid. So again, they see you someone fearless. You're fearless and you're fierce and you're courageous and you're brave. And but they are afraid of telling the truth. They are afraid of sharing with you their feelings, and maybe there's something between you two, something that wasn't spoken, something that wasn't shared, or something, or you lied to one another about, for instance, your age. That could be, you lied about your age, or they lied about their age, or both of you lied about your age. This could be one of the themes, and something that has to be cleared. If you get to be together again, you have to clear that. And it's like the cards are telling you, like, for both of you to not be afraid, to tell the truth, to be honest, and to be yourselves. But they are realizing they're actually afraid of coming forward and speaking their truth. And maybe they are also realizing that you are also afraid of speaking your truth, despite of all that, self-confident image. Yeah, and that was it, pile number 1. If you enjoyed the reading, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. If you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So I'll put the heart over here. So what have they realized about you? Let's start with the tarot cards. First of all, we have the Chariot. Then we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Swords. And then we have the Sun. And then we have the Devil. Well, what we have here is, because we have like 2 boats here. So there's travel involved in the situation, pile number 2. So it could be that your person traveled or left your hometown, or, or left you and traveled. Maybe this is also a long distance connection, or had to travel for work, something like that, relocated and so on. And they've realized that they have hurt you deeply here with the Three of Swords, and that they just went away and left you behind without thinking of the consequences, and without probably even talking to you honestly. And they're getting a lot of clarity about this now. They're realizing this. And they're also realizing that they cannot forget you. With the devil is temptation, but it is also not being able to let go. So they've realized that they cannot forget you. They think about you quite often. And it could be here with the devil and the Three of Swords that this was also like a love triangle. So one of you married or in another relationship, or even both of you married in another relationship. So, but I think that the feeling that I get here, pile number 2, is you're the one who's married, and this person, couldn't be in the situation much longer, and then decided to move away, to move away from this situation, because they weren't feeling comfortable with it, and they wanted clarity. And then in order to find clarity, they had to leave the situation altogether. But they still think about you. But they feel they had to move away because you are a temptation to them. But the situation, it just kept on staying a love triangle, and there was no solution for this. And you see, they are going in opposite directions here. So there was no solution here for this love triangle. So there was a lack of decision of one of you, right? And this was like ever repeating cycle. And the only way to deal with this is like for them to step away from the situation. But you're also realizing that you're quite strong here with the sun, that you always come on top, like you always come back brighter. That's what I mean. And that you're very positive, you're very warm. You also like, you have a dreamer, but not a dreamy kind of like the star or like the romantic dreamy. No, it's like adventurer dreamer, right? You have a great fantasy, a great creativity, and you're also very brave, and they see that in you. They've realized how strong you actually are, and you can think clearly, and you brighten up the day. So you're someone that really radiates light and energy. And but there are some certain situations that you are stuck in, and you cannot let go of. And that's why it's like you're not free to fly. Here she's cutting her own wings and her own feathers of the wings, so you're not free to fly as you would like to, because they know your spirit, that you have like this free spirit adventurous, but at the moment you're not free to fly, and you cannot free yourself from this cycle, from your situation, that you're not able, although you know better and you wish for better for yourself, but you're not able to free yourself right now from the situation. Then we have here unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Then we have inner temple, devotion into the portal of your heart. And leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. What they see here is like there's a cycle that needs to be broken. Like you need to break a cycle. You need to really go within yourself and take that leap of faith in order to break that cycle. This is quite important for you. And actually they need to do the same, because you see here they're mirroring one another. So actually they need to do the same. But what I see here is both of you have like a very strong devotion for one another. And you also have like contracts from past lives. And it's like you're repeating a story from a past life. It's like the situation for both of you is not new. You've been through this before. And it's like now you have the opportunity of making different choices, of taking the risk, of, cutting and stopping the cycle. And it's like they are also waiting for you to take the leap, like you go first. Yeah, and the universe will then catch you. They're waiting for you to take that leap, to take that step. And it takes a lot of courage, I have to say. Yeah. And you see this path, and then you see that the doorway to the galaxy. Then it's like they're waiting for you. Somehow they're still waiting for you. And they also know that you're waiting for them. Again, a lot of mirroring here. There's a cycle here that really needs to be broken, and we have 2 full moons. It's like now it's the moment, now it's the opportunity to break this cycle, to make a move, to try something different. Then we have deception, and we have children. And what they've noticed, they've realized about you is that sometimes you cannot be who you really are. It's like you are playing a part, especially if you're really like in a love triangle situation, that you don't find yourself in a position to leave your partner for whatever reason. It's like you're not being yourself. That's what they've realized. And that probably you're stuck in the situation because you have children, you have a family, and it's very difficult then to step away from this situation. And see, there's no judgment here. I don't see this person judging you as well, because they're realizing this, they're understanding this. And you still like a false self mask. So I don't see them calling you false. I see them as like you're probably fooling yourself, because you are that freedom, you are that adventurer, you are that courageous person, but at the moment you cannot be any of that. You're stuck in a situation where you cannot l- live that out. You cannot experience that. And so you're being someone else than what you really are. Yeah. And the last card for you, pile number 2, we have 24, create. And they see you also as being very creative, as being very inspiring. Like I said, you light up a room, you bring light into people's lives, and they would like you to be also creative with your life, in the sense, create what you really want. Be creative about the solutions, about alternatives, and take that leap and do what you really want to do. And this is what they've realized about you. Of course, what you really feel and what you really want to do, that's up to you, of course. This is just their perspective. And so, pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And if you like the video, then like the video and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. So you have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if it shows pile number 3, this is your reading. We're putting the heart over here. Now, what have they realized about you? Let's start with the tarot cards. We have then the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Page of Coins, and the Moon. Wow. They still find you very mysterious. But still, what they've realized is that they've hurt you very, very much. And there's regret here. In case you're wondering, if this person regrets something, yes, they do. There's like a form of betrayal here. It's like they gave you hope for something. They misled you. And then they ended up rejecting you or betraying you, even with someone else. Although we don't have here no 3 of Cups or 3 of Swords. But this is like you felt betrayed. You felt left alone. You felt, yeah. And they know. They know. They realize that. They're understanding that now. And there is regret from their side. And they know you regret also. There's sadness here. This is the feeling with these 2 cards, especially, of a wasted chance. And also with the Page of Coins, it's like it didn't really get off the ground. And it was something that could be so promising, so beautiful, so pure and beautiful, and so much potential. And it really didn't get off the ground because there was a lot of fear. But from both of you, not just from their side, but from your side as well. There was fear, there was like not open communication, and we have like 2 full moons here, right? So there was a lot. Your connection was, and maybe still is, very, very intense, very strong. But there was no communication. You kind of kept mysterious to one another. You didn't reveal your true intentions. And there was someone else came between you. If we take now this picture in this context, it's just like the girl is pushing this one away. I know it's not the intention of the artist, but in this context, it really looks like that. The girl is pushing that deer away, and someone came between you. Yeah, another person. And and you were betrayed. You were like left, you felt like you were left with nothing. Of course, you still have a lot of things going on for you, of course, and you will find love again and again and again. Of course, you will. But with this connection, you really felt it was hard, to come back from this. It was hard from you. It was a big disappointment here, a big disappointment. But here with the moon, and like saying this didn't really have the chance to get off the ground. For many of you, this will be the case. It's like it was more like a dreamy thing. It's like you were projecting onto one another. You can't, and I think you still dream of one another. If you've been having dreams of this person lately, it's because this person is thinking of you. You really have a strong connection here with the bridge and the moon. You just connect with one another on a more subtle level, on the, let's call it 5D level, right? You really have that connection, but on the 3D level, on the here and now, you don't. You keep hidden from one another. I'm getting that image, you looking at each other the whole time, staring at each other the whole time, maybe changing a shy word or something, but not really engaging, not really saying what you really feel. And I think like here in this case as well, the moment one of you did take that risk, then it was kind of too late. And maybe it was you who then decided to make the move or something like that. And this is really specific, I know, so please just take what resonates. But either way, there's this case of missing out, of losing a chance, of being happy with someone that was very special to you. Yeah. So when they're realizing this, they're realizing how they made you feel. They're realizing their mistake, even this regret is so, so strong, that they killed something so precious that could be so happy and was so promising, and out of fear. And they still dream about you. I think they still watch you. And you probably don't even notice them, but they see you maybe on the street, maybe on the internet. It's like, somehow I have the feeling they still keep an eye on you. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Then we have align your life, what is not aligned or needs to change. Then we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. And the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? So what I see here, they're realizing that they would like to rewrite this story. They would like to realign it, and they're also realizing that probably you weren't able to really come together or to make this work. Please do take as it resonates for your own reality, that you weren't able, both of you, to make it work because you were both not aligned. Again, we have this question here of fear. So you're not aligned. You want each other, but you somehow, both of you sabotage the whole thing. You sabotage yourselves. You behave like little children, some of the times, although you're adults, many of you will be, but still you catch yourself behaving like a naive person and overwhelmed with feelings and so on. So this could be well possible here. And it could be has to do with ancestral patterns, like not being able to deal with a more intimate relationship on some level, not being able to deal with your dream partner. Because again, I'm getting this feeling here of a dream partner, of this person being the person you've always dreamt about, but then is like... with ancestral patterns, it's like feeling you don't deserve it, maybe because for some reason you think you shouldn't be happy. You don't believe you should be allowed to be happy. And that's ancestral patterns. Maybe this is something you witness, maybe something running down in your family, but you're healing. And And I think this person is realizing what went wrong. This person is realizing why it didn't work, from his side and also from your side. And this person is realizing this, that you probably weren't in a good place as well. And that was many things were here at play. And this person is realizing, and it's like they want to change this. They want to rewrite the future. They're realizing that this could work if it had, but from a different perspective is what I want to say. With the crumbling, is like what you're clinging on to. Are you clinging on to unhappiness? Are you clinging on to this feeling of not deserving? Are you clinging on to disalignment, right? Or do you want, to have what you deserve? Well, you want to have, your paradise on earth. And this is like a decision. And this is like a tower moment for this person. They're realizing that this could be different. They're realizing that this could work if they change their paradigm and you change your paradigm as well. Okay. It's also like thinking is like what you really want from life, what you really want from love, what you really want from this person. Like both of you thinking about this. But this is what this person is realizing, that something has to change completely, and especially the way they deal with the situations. And up here we have Jupiter. This is the planet of expansion, the planet of luck. And then it's growth. There's a lot of growth here. Just like being able to grow and hopefully together. And then we have you deserve love, you are lovable, and free yourself. It's time to take control of your life. And this is what you're feeling. They're also realizing that you're not clinging on to this anymore, that probably you've already healed a lot of your scars, that you've been aligning yourself, you're breaking ancestral patterns, that all this work you're already doing, that all of this is already in motion within you. And they're realizing that. They're probably feeling that. Again, you have that connection. They're feeling that you're letting go. And with a good reason, because they really hurt you. They really, really hurt you. And they shouldn't have. They know that. And now they can really feel it in their bones that you are letting go. You are healing. And they're happy for you, actually, because they know you deserve love. And if you're freeing yourself, and this is the moment where they think, well, maybe now that we've grown, now that we've both, learned our lessons, maybe this could work. But I was just sighing because it's a very tiring energy. And the thing is, do you the viewer, do you want this person to come back? Do you really want it? Does this person really deserve to come back into your life? That was the feeling I was getting. But they're realizing that you're healing from that. They're realizing that you're stronger now, you're more independent, and you actually do not need anyone. And they admire that. And then the last card, pile number 3, is 56. Rise and shine. And this adds up to an 11. This is your new start. Yeah. They're realizing that you are so strong and you're free from any pain and from any disalignment, and you're ready to start a new life. And if they find the courage, they will meet you halfway. Actually, no, they have to go 90%. I'm sorry. Yes, because they hurt you. They have to go all the way and talk to you and be nice to you. And maybe you give them another chance. But that's what they're seeing. They see you freeing yourself from old pain, from old patterns, and from freeing yourself from attracting the kind of people that will just break your heart. It's like you're being reborn, and that's what you're realizing. This is a new you. You don't need anyone. It's a totally different energy. You're strong and you're empowered now. So, pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. If you like the video, then like the video and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. If you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. So you have a wonderful time full of love.